What's going on, guys? I'm going to today give you a quick kind of down and dirty run through of how you set up a new fish finder on a 2019 or newer Hobie Outback. So this is a 2023 Hobie Outback, and I have a fish finder that I'm going to get put on there. It's a Garmin Echomap 54 CV. Nothing super special, but it's a little bit of a step up from their Striker model. And I know that it can be a bit intimidating to set up your own fish finder and transducer and all that stuff, whatever, and like do wiring in your kayak. It's very intimidating, but I'm going to try to make it as simple as I can for you and run you through it. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so one of the first things you're going to want to do is get your mount set up where you want it. This is a Yak Attack large mount. That's going to be something additional that you need that you might not think of. Also a power source. So Bixby makes a awesome waterproof power source for fish finders. So this not only has a spot for your fish finder, but it has a USB port too. So if you're doing any sort of kayak fishing and you want to plug your phone in, or you want to do a GoPro, this can power both of them. Both are waterproof. So it's awesome to be able to just put this in there. This is about 2 pounds. Most batteries out there are like 6 to 12 or more or whatever. It's excessive. The wiring and everything extra is just more than you need in most cases. So this will do everything that you need. So you're first going to start off by taking the screws out, and make sure you do not lose these screws. So now that those are out, this whole system's going to come out. We'll now take this in here to kind of work on it. Out of the Garmin pack, there's going to be a mounting bracket that will mount on the bottom, or sorry, on the top of your transducer. There you go, just like that. And then you're just going to use the bolts that come with it to screw in there. So there's some brackets that come with your Hobie that hopefully if you bought yours used, the person kept them because you're going to need these. And you're going to put them on the extender, which a lot of them, unless you're running a low rance, you're going to need the extender because you'll see it just doesn't fit right up to it. So these extenders extend out so that way you can attach to that. Both of these will go down in the groove. Put your little bracket on the outside. This bracket pinching up against it, and then you're going to put your nut on that side to tighten, and don't fully tighten it until you kind of get things situated. You're going to want it sitting level, as level as possible. So for me, you might be able to see under there just a little bit. That's about where I'm going to want to tighten it. All right, so what I did was I used one of the spacers that came with my Hobie additional little parts, and I put that in the middle there so that way it spaces it out just a little bit more, and it'll sit a little bit more natural around the transducer here. So now we're going to screw the transducer in to place. It is just barely up off there, but it's nice and level, and that's what you want. All right, so now that that's on there, we can put this back on. Hey! Got a freaking squirrel hanging out in my gutters. Feed your transducer wire. It's going to be like 1,000,000 feet long, but you can start to feed that up through to go to the other side because this will be a little bit easier. Now you're going to screw this right back on. So it's nice if you have a decent screwdriver that you can kind of control the speed of, because you don't want to over tighten these, and strip it out. I think I like that angle. Now we can start hooking up some of the wiring. I'm going to make sure that this goes back down into this area, which is a water sealer for cords. It'll run it down through the hole and come up. You can see this one, there's one on my side that has the same thing, and you're going to run your cord through there, and it keeps it airtight. So I'll show you what that looks like once I knock that out. Do not lose these. Just set them to the side there for now. Then you're going to go into your Hobie kit, which if you bought it new, it makes all this a lot easier. And then you're going to find one of these cord openings that fit your size of cord. All right, so now you can see how that just fits right around there. And you're going to replace one of these with that. It just fits right in there to easily replace it. So you want to go ahead and run your cord down through your hole. Okay. So now that we've ran that down through, so one of the things I forgot to do is you want to put that on before you run the wire through, so that way you can put the sealer back on the bottom of that. You're going to want to do the flat end down, so there's grooves on this side. That's going to be facing the top portion here. So I got to run all this through again. Okay, now we're ready to put this on. Okay, line this up with the screws. Make sure those are nice and snug so you're not letting in any unwanted water, but you're also not over tightening. This, you can repeat the same process by going up through this hole. So we're only going to pull out though as much as we need to reach up to the back here. I hooked up the battery, so that's what that looks like. I'm going to clean that up later, but this will work at least for tomorrow. I put heat shrink connectors on, and then heat shrink over that, and then a little bit of electrical tape over that, just to kind of bundle it up and keep it a little more secure. But all you really need to do is attach the red wires to the red and the black wires to the black of your power source. Pretty simple. And then this just goes down to the 6-prong connector in the Bixby. So you might be able to see now how I ran my wires. Again, I will clean that up, but they're just going to run up to the back of the, I hope you can see that, it's a little dark in here. The red one obviously for power, and then black one for the transducer. They're going to run up to the back there. So give me a second and I'll connect those. We'll see if what we did worked. I'll put that down in there. Make sure everything's out of the way. There we go. Now the power source. And let's see if, there we go. It's on. Cool. Well, got my sonar up. All right, guys, I hope you found some use out of that. We got this set up for tomorrow. I want to finish getting everything ready for tomorrow, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to try to edit it down to as quick as I can, and that way we can kind of get you step by step through it as quick as possible. But let me know if it helps you. It was a learning process for me. This is the first one I've fully installed by myself. So it took a little bit longer than it could, but now I've done it with a Garmin, and I understand it a little bit better. So next time should go a lot quicker. Hope you guys enjoy it. Like and subscribe.